Hey, welcome to another Bullseye Billiards training session with me, Jeremiah Gage. Today, we're going to be looking at a shot that, according to my performance profile in the Bullseye Billiards app, I need some work with. So here we go. Shot. What is it? 122, yeah, there it is. And I'm currently beta testing this new design for the mobile app. It's going to be on Android and iOS. So let me know if you want to be included in the beta test, and it'll be publicly available within the coming weeks. And I'm trying a new thing here for the chat. Hopefully it works. We'll see, and then hopefully I improved the audio syncing as well. But yeah, let me know if you have any comments. So with that said, let's get into it. We'll do a deep session, 30 attempts, start training. There you go. And just as a note, I am placing the object ball slightly to the side because I have newer cloth and it is sliding too much. It was really difficult to have it right in the center. So you might have to play around to see what's possible on your equipment for some of these shots, but that's part of the learning process. Even though this shot is relatively easy for me, there's some things I'm working on as part of my shooting process that I just want to groove in. So even if the shot might be technically too easy, I'm still focusing on different parts of my process to try to make it more automatic. I'm getting a warning about the stream. I don't know, I'm going to open it up on my phone and see. This is just straight side spin, no bottom. And it's a thin hit. Have to compensate for cue ball deflection quite a bit. And even on these relatively easier shots, it's still important to follow your entire shooting process. You don't want to start introducing bad habits, especially with the actual cadence of your rhythm. You don't want to rush parts of your process. It should be structurally the same. There was a question about showing where the Q-tip hits the ball. Yes, that is possible. I do have a device for that. And yeah, I'll be putting that on some future streams. I'm still working with it. Although in the app, all of the shots in the app, it shows you a general guidance of where to hit it. Now, every shot, you'll have to kind of learn exactly where to hit it for your particular setup, your particular equipment. And that's done intentionally. If you say kind of exactly where you hit it, well, that might not be the same for every equipment. Bullseye. I should get like one of those things that like Mad Money has, like a little press thing that makes like a sound. I'll have to look into that. All right, about halfway through. This shot is easier than I thought it would be, at least according to my performance profile. But I think it just showed I had a low average because maybe I shot it once and it didn't go well or something. But training is trading. I can start to feel some of the things I'm working on with my rhythm, if you will, the structure of my shooting process. Specifically, when I'm getting down, it's feeling a lot better. I won't go into a lot of those details. I'm planning on making some future videos on some of that stuff. So let's get into the second half. And I'm trying to also pay attention to where my tip ends up. You can tell everything about how the shot went based off of where your tip ends up. Ideally, I'd have the tip, but it should go more into the cloth and not across. If I'm going across, that means I'm dropping my elbow. it's not the worst thing if it's got good timing, but it's just harder to control that. It's much easier to keep your elbow still, and then the tip should go more down into the cloth. I'm focusing on my mechanics so much that I think it's slightly messing up the shot, but that's what happens. And once you start to be able to position more precise and more precise, then that really opens up things to be able to run out, because then a lot of your shots are a lot easier. You can play better safeties that way. .30 is definitely a deep practice session. I would not recommend doing more than 30 shots in a row. For this type of training, at least, where it's very repetitive. And you want to mix up your practice. I mean, this is what's called blocked practice. It's great for developing certain types of skills, but then you want to go to more traditional drills. And then obviously, playing is the most fun thing. was not very present on that shot. I should have started over. I was definitely in my head on that shot. All right, one more. All right. Well, I always like to judge and evaluate my training sessions based off of how focused I was. And really, besides for that second to last shot, I thought I was quite focused, working on some things about getting down into the shot and even visualizing it. And so, yeah, I did quite well. I mean, I think looks like everything on the target, which is pretty cool. I dig that. I don't really have any notes, but this is a new feature that's coming to the apps, the iOS app and the Android. And if you want to join the beta test and check out the pre-release, let me know. Send me an email, gage@razorpool.com, or just go to bullseyebilliards.com. You can find all the info there as well. So thanks for tuning in.